You saw the headlines, the indictments, the impeachments, the courtroom drama. But now Donald Trump is back in the White House, and suddenly it feels like all of that has gone away. The thing is, those cases didn't just vanish. Some collapsed, some are still pending. But importantly, a few could come back after he leaves office. So I broke it all down. 10 key Donald Trump scandals. What happened, why it matters, and where things stand today. By the end, you'll finally have the full picture, so you can see exactly what kind of corrupt criminal now resides in the White House. Scandal number 1, Trump University and the Trump Foundation. Even before politics, there were warning signs. Trump University settled for $25 million over fraud claims. The Trump Foundation was dissolved after a court found it misused charitable funds, forcing Trump to pay $2 million. Not criminal, but they set the tone for what came later. Scandal number 2, follow the money. Follow the money and you'll see the through line. In New York, Trump was found liable for inflating property values to get better loans, then deflating them for tax breaks. The court hit him with huge fines and restrictions on his business empire. Appeals softened some of those penalties, but the case still exposed how his wealth was built on smoke and mirrors. This wasn't an isolated incident. Trump refused to release his tax returns for years, and when partial disclosures finally came out, they showed he paid little, sometimes almost nothing, in federal income tax. Put together with Trump University and the Foundation, it's a clear pattern of financial manipulation. Scandal number 3, the first impeachment, Ukraine. Back in 2019, Trump asked Ukraine's president for a favor, to investigate Joe Biden while holding up military aid. The House impeached him for abuse of power and obstruction. The Senate acquitted, but it was the first time in US history a president was impeached for leveraging foreign aid. Scandal number 4, the E. Jean Carroll verdicts. Carroll accused Trump of sexual assault in the 1990s. In 2023, a jury found him liable for sexual abuse and defamation, awarding millions. When Trump attacked her again, another jury hit him with an even larger damages. Civil, not criminal, but the judge clarified that Trump did indeed rape E. Jean Carroll. Scandal number 5, the hush money criminal conviction. Yes, the first ever felony conviction of a US president. In 2024, Trump was convicted on 34 counts of falsifying business records tied to hush money payments during the 2016 campaign. The jury found the paper trail clear. Payment, reimbursement, disguised records. Sentencing is on hold while Trump appeals, but if it stands, it's definitely historic. Scandal number 6, January 6th and the second impeachment. After the Capitol attack, Trump was impeached for incitement of insurrection. The House passed it, but in the Senate, 57 senators voted to convict, short of the 2/3 threshold. He was acquitted, but January 6th remains the defining controversy of his presidency. Scandal number 7, the federal 2020 election obstruction case. Federal prosecutors charged Trump with trying to overturn the 2020 election, from pushing fake electors to pressuring officials. But presidential immunity rulings have gutted parts of the case. What's left is unclear, and it's now a test of how much protection a former president, if he leaves, really has. Scandal number 8, the Georgia election case. Remember the infamous call, "Can you find me 11,780 votes?" Georgia prosecutors filed a sweeping racketeering case against Trump and his allies. Several co-defendants pled guilty, but the case has since stalled. And thanks to turmoil inside the DA's office, it's not dead, but it's frozen. Scandal number 9, the classified documents case. Boxes in a bathroom, a search at Mar-a-Lago, and an indictment for mishandling classified material. But in 2025, a judge dismissed the case on technical grounds, ruling the special counsel wasn't properly appointed. Unless appeals revive it, this one's over. Scandal number 10, the New York civil fraud case, his business empire. This one hit his business empire hardest. New York's Attorney General accused Trump of inflating property values to secure loans. The court agreed, issuing massive fines and business restrictions. Appeals reduced some penalties, but the case still dented his finances and brand credibility. So, bonus question. Could Trump still go to prison? Here's what everybody wants to know after all of this. Could he really end up in prison? The New York hush money case. But there's already a conviction. If it survives appeals and he's out of office, jail time is possible. The Georgia RICO case. Stalled for now, but if revived after his presidency, it's the biggest risk, because it's state level, no presidential pardon could erase it. The federal election obstruction case. It's weak now, but could come back, depending on future immunity rulings. So while most cases fizzled out or turn into fines, New York and Georgia still carry real prison risks once Trump leaves the White House. So in conclusion, now you can explain every major Trump scandal clearly and in order, and you know which cases might still come back to bite him after his presidency. If you found this breakdown useful, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next deep dive.